Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Farzana Raja from my channel Farzana Raja Official. As I have promised that I will bring different stories from different women who are resilient, who are brave, who are strong, and they want to share their stories from all over the world. Today I'm sharing another story with you of Alicia Tolbert from USA. She's a young lady from USA, and when I heard her story, so it was heart wrenching. But I heads off to her that she's very brave and she's very strong and she's willing to talk about it. Before I go to talk to her, I would request that if you have not subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it so I can and you can see all my videos that I upload immediately about any story or anybody anywhere in the world. So I don't want to waste time. I really want that Alicia share her story with everyone. Alicia Tolbert, welcome to my channel, Farzana Raja Official. Once again, you're a wonderful person. I have a great respect for you. My first question to you is that why do you want to share this story with everyone?
I'm just glad to know that it is other women out there that's going through similar challenges, but you can get through it and push through.
Okay, so it's a good thing. I would request you that if you can speak little um, in a more voice because I cannot hear your voice well. But I can understand, I can repeat that you want to share this because to motivate others that who have gone through these things. At least they know that, a person who faces it and comes out of it successfully with the help of God. That's the motivation for others who are going through this right now. So if I ask you, you have 6 children, right?
Yes,
You have 6 children. So you are what? How do you see your childhood and the way you are taking care of your children?
my childhood was really rough compared to my children's childhood.
Right, right. So you are giving them really more care, and you are fighting for their rights. So you shared with me. Can you share that when you got first time your daughter's father, he died. He was very young. He died with cancer. So can
Yes.
you just share that story? But he was abusive as well. So can you share a little bit about that?
When he was young. Um, I had went through physical and mentally abuse, and we just at a young age, and I just at that time I didn't have nobody who I knew I could turn to. At that point, I was just young and trying to find love. Um, so I had went down a rough path.
And it was a shocking for you that his death and leaving you devastated with your daughter. So you told me about your daughter that she was also being checked by the doctors as well. How old was she at that time?
She was 9 when she started getting sick.
Okay, so
So
what happened to her?
she was having constipation and bleeding from the rectum. So they had to start taking her for that.
Okay, so in that young age, you were just going through the hospitals with your daughter. Your husband was he died at that time. It's really very sad. And then moving forward, then you got married and you had 2 children.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, can you share that what happened, how abusive he was, and then what did he do?
We moved away from my family and we went to another state. And during that process, like a whole new more. I was more thinking he was gonna be the protector of us, but it turned out to be a different ways. I had to be the protector for me and the children. It was alcoholism. Um, I had to face um, taking the money away from me and the children. Um, um, had to have them to go hide so they wouldn't get abused. So it was rough.
So can you tell me that how did you get out of that situation? Who helped you in that? What type of organizations and institutions?
I eventually found it was a church um, that gave me comfort and allowed me to just no judgment of my situations or anything that allowed me to get to where I'm at. Like I just went and cried for months at first, but they
Yes.
just gave me the comfort and then other family support from my other um my daughter family um gave me the support. They came and got us and helped us get to a new start, fresh start, and brought me into a church in that area and was there and protected us and pushed us through. It helped me find the therapist, the medication I need to help heal, and also to help to go through the court system. So I had support going through there, so I didn't have to do it alone.
No, that's great that you had church around you. They helped you. Your daughter's grandmom, she helped you, and that's how your first daughter's grandmom. So I think you got a support to the court, and that's how you got the protective order from this man to
Yes,
protect you and your children.
yes,
Oh, okay, thank God. And you told me another thing as well that you were, of course, in this young age, you had lost. I would say that faith in everything, but coming back to faith, believe that God is there to help me, system is there to help me, and you gathered yourself, right? So you came back and because of your own children, so this gave you resilience. This made you strong. I can understand that part. I would say that you told me that you in your family, or you didn't have a culture of taking medicine to come out of depression or to come out of anxiety or this type of situation when you were going through a lot in a very young age, at the age of 20, 22. Your husband died, your daughter is sick, then you are meeting someone else, you have two children, and he's also abusing you, and you need protection from that person. So in this situation, when you used medicine by the doctors, prescribed by the doctors, so did it make any difference in your life as well?
it helped a lot. Before I was afraid of using medicine because I just we never used medicine. But once I started, it helped a lot. I used to have breakdowns constantly, paranoia. It helped calm that a lot. Um, you still have the fight that you have to go through, but the help and the support system really keep you pushing.
No, that's great. This is what people have to understand, that mental health, emotional health is also a sickness. We
Yes,
think that, oh, that is fine, that will be taken care of, or we don't have to take the medicine, but it is important to take the medicine to come out of that situation. So the
yes,
families have to understand that part as well, whether they are children or because, and then you have gone through one disability as well, and as you shared with me, but nobody could understand you. And speech impairment is a big thing, that if your children have it, because they are not able to communicate with you the way they are supposed to communicate with you, or they are supposed to talk to you, we think that the child is lying, or maybe they are changing stories, or they are changing their statement, and we don't believe them
yes,
without understanding and going in depth. That is a disability, and that is a problem. So when did your doctors find out about your disability of speech impairment? Because you have gone through your childhood, whole childhood in that, and nobody believed you.
No, it was years that I went through it and nobody wouldn't really believe it. It was until I actually, after I got out of all the toxic, to realize that what I had, it was a disability. Um, Growing up in school, they just diagnosed it just as I didn't really want to learn. So, but it was like until I was 24, so they really accept people, the doctors, sound like, yes, she actually has a disability.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but again, you have gone through a lot, but your faith in God and your surroundings, friends, family, institutions who help you to come out of it, whether they are courts, they are institutional organizations here, which gives you counseling, therapy to you and your children. It's not only that you have gone through this trauma, your children have gone through this trauma as well.
Yes,
So, are you getting some counseling and therapy for yourself and for your children as well?
absolutely, we all are, and it helps in a lot of ways. It helps.
That's
It
great.
gives
And what
comfort
type of message you want to give to the parents who have gone through this trauma and their children have gone through this trauma? What do you want to tell them?
that it is okay to get help from church, therapy, and taking medication to help get through it. It is okay because some people don't think that you need it, but it really does help you get to the step that you need to just start with a daily routine. It'll help you be able to get up and help with depression and anxiety to step back out there into the world. It does help.
So, would you like to share the good news as well that you are married right now, you have 6 children, and you are living happily? So
Yeah,
people should be thinking that you have gone through a rough terrain and rough ride in your life, but God is there. You did not leave the hope, and you did not quit fighting back. And so, please share the last few words for the people.
yes, I am married and I'm happily married with a wonderful man. And I love all my children, and it God really helped. I just keep pushing with God and take the step with the faith. It really changed. I would never thought it until I really put my faith in God, and my life really turned out for the best.
And last question is, what do you want to do for the people who really are in this? So, what do you want to? What message you want to give them that who are going through this, whatever you have gone through? So, what they should do to put up this fight?
I say you take that first step. It may be scary. It is scary, but take that first step to walk out with God and find a support system, a church or therapy, and it really that first step is big, but it really is a change, and you will be so happy to take that first step.
I would say at the end, thank you so much, Alicia Tolbert, that you have joined me today just to share your story. Looking at your face, the way you are talking, the way you are sharing the story, and the satisfaction is on your face shows that the tough times that you have seen in your life, but you fought back, right? So you have not only you had a fight for your own rights, for your own children's rights. So God
Yeah,
helps those who help themselves, and
yeah,
then support systems around you. And in USA, the support system really works very good, whether they are courts, whether they are, the therapy and counseling organizations and institutions, or advocates, human rights and advocates who are there out to help you. So I would say, uh, anybody who's going through this anywhere in the US or anywhere where the systems are in place, they should seek the support rather than hiding this, not sharing with anyone, which brings them more isolated. And
Yes.
abusers, what they want you to isolate you, and they don't want
Yes.
any support around you. That's how they can rule over you, or that's how they can uh, harm you. So please come out of it and get and seek the support, whether they are attorneys, courts, institutions, organizations, government. Get the support, come out, do not hide things. So this is the lesson of today. Alicia, I'm grateful. Love to your children, love to your family, many prayers for them. And we hope that, we'll be working together on this to help others and to motivate others so they can fight back. God bless you. And I would say at the end, please subscribe this channel so we can bring more stories and motivate more people around us. God bless and take care.